This is a cylinder head for a Dodge Cummins 12 valve. Yesterday I made this injector puller, however it doesn't have a lot of travel, so I thought I would like to make another one. This is a 95 Dodge Ram 2500. This is a two-wheel drive. I'm going to take one of the lug nuts off the wheel. However, a lug nut off a four-wheel drive works as well. So I don't want to make the puller too tall, because I want the tool to be usable when the engine is still in the vehicle. So I want to cut this lug nut down. I don't need all of the thread, and that's going to be one of the things that helps to keep it a little more low profile. I went and I cooled this piece off underwater. I didn't cut it off exactly straight, but I think it'll still work. So I want to just deburr the cut end a little bit. And a test fit here shows that even with the lug nut cut off as much as I did, I still don't need all of the thread that I'm left over with. So this is about as far as it threads onto the injector. The one spot weld is on there. So I'd like to test this now and see how straight it is. I can see when I turn it, it's got some wobble. So I'll turn it to the high spot here. Tap it down some. See what that does. I finished the welding, and I can see that the new setup is going to provide more thread travel than what I built yesterday. I just cut a piece of exhaust tubing, and it's here, so I've cut a piece out of it, and I've also deburred it. I want to just press it a little bit smaller, see if I have the right size. So it's supposed to go over here and act as a sort of a centering device for the washers. I was pressing this with my hand, not exactly round. Okay, I'll have to put the camera down and work at it a bit. So that's how it turned out. It's the same idea as the first one that I made, just a little longer. I actually got this idea of using a lug nut to extract injectors off of some YouTube videos. I think he was suggesting using a lug nut from a 1980s Toyota four-wheel drive. So I went uptown and I ordered one, brand new, and mine didn't match the thread. So maybe they sold me the wrong part. I don't know what happened there. And another guy, it sounded like he was using the lug nut right off the Dodge truck. So I checked, and sure enough, that was a thread match. And so that's how I got the idea of using the Dodge Ram lug nut for the thread match. So I made up a special tool to fit onto the injector hold down nut, and so far that's been the hardest part. It's been pretty tight on there, so I'll show you how I do that. And this tool, it started off, where's the other end of this? This tool is started off, you see this end is missing, so the wrench used to look like that, but it didn't have quite the right angle. I couldn't it wasn't nice to properly get on there and work with it, and it was kind of tight and stuff. So I cut one end off, and a combination of this end and a short piece of a wrench, another wrench, welded on there, and then I welded a socket on there, and so that actually seems to work pretty good. I may also have to grind a little bit off the back here somewhere because it seems to interfere just a little bit once it starts to rotate around the side here, but to break it loose, it's definitely working good. So that's the hold down nut has come off. So now the tool is screwed onto the injector on the top. And so far the injectors themselves have actually pulled out fairly easy. And it's coming out easy, so this one won't be a problem. Prior to removing these nuts and the injectors, I soaked them from the top with penetrating oil, and all of them seem to have oil that got down there, and that probably helped with the extraction of the nuts and the injectors themselves. So anyways guys, another video. Thanks for checking it out. Quick update on this extractor tool. After I had all the injectors out, I thought actually it would be an idea to have a washer underneath this nut, because the wrench had a tendency of slipping down off the nut, and it was a bit of a clumsy operation to handle this thing. So I put the washer on. I didn't weld it on from the bottom. I welded it from the top. At first I kind of notched the nut to make room for some weld. I did that on 2 spots, and then I welded it, and I ground the nut to try and make it look like a nut again and make it fit. But anyways, that was the quick update. Thanks for watching, guys.